Hey y'all, it's your girl Sarah from Sarah Styles here. Do you want to see what I got on my latest haul? Keep watching. Welcome to my channel. If you're new here, make sure to hit the notification or subscribe, and then don't forget to hit the little bell so that you get notifications of my new content. I am a reseller. If you're new, I am a reseller on PoshMark app. I dabble a little bit in eBay, but mainly on PoshMark. I have experience, I have a degree in mathematics and 7 years experience in data analytics, forecasting, modeling. And so I kind of combined both of those experiences together to give you guys data-driven strategies that work based off of data. Not I feel these work or whatever. I show you data saying this works. So what you'll kind of see popping in and out of all my videos is my data analytics tool, and I will post the link below if you'd like to purchase it. You can purchase the dashboard or a one-time report where I do it for you and you don't have to worry about messing in Google Sheets. But you'll kind of see that popping in and out of all my videos. And if you stay until the end of the video, I'll put a discount code for that as well. But today, we are going to look at my latest haul. So I want to talk about my Analytical tool real quick and what I do, how I use it, how I utilize it before I go out for a sourcing trip. I look at the data, I look at my data, and I'll pop it up here what I look at. I look at my categories and I look at my top brands. And I look at what's selling well for me because I have an 80-20 rule. 80%, bread and butter, things that I know are selling well for me. And then if I have time, I go into that 20% rule. Brands that I haven't sold, items that I haven't tried before, because I know I have that 80% that is going to make me that money. I don't mind trying things out here and there so that I am stable making that money. So when I looked at my data, I'm actually heavily considering just doing shoes and purses. They sell pretty well for me and I love them. For me personally, I think they're super easy, not super, but they're easier to take pictures of, and I like taking pictures of them. I like listing them. I like buying them, like everything. So I'm kind of considering only doing shoes and purses. So this haul is mainly shoes and purses. I do have a couple things hanging up here on the rack that I want to show you first. And I found BOLO brands. All of my stuff I think are BOLO brands, but big name BOLO brands that are like super excited when you're at the store and you're like, this is so fun. So let's get started. I'm going to start with some clothes. Let's start with the BOLO brand. So if you are a reseller or you are new to reselling, this is a brand that you want to know. And I'm going to keep everything hung up because after this I'm listing things so they're all ready to go. There you go. St. John. If you see this brand, pick it up. No questions asked. This is a gorgeous, gorgeous St. John blazer. So I picked it up. Let me show you comps on this. Always exciting to find a St. John. So I am going to show you on my phone. I'm not going to do it for all of them because the video would take forever. But I will show you. So there's a couple of ways that I do it. And I like this app Completely. I think it's like $3.99 maybe. And it looks at sold eBay inventory. But what I like about it, because I don't sell that much on eBay, but what I like about it, and I think it's one of my recent ones that I was looking at. Oh, maybe not. Okay. So St. John blazer. Cool. So what I like about it is it gives you stats. So this is the one that I usually use in the store because I can look at it quickly. I'm not like having to go through PoshMark and like look at the recents and look at the solds, and I can look at this, and this is average sold price is $99. Yes, please. How many listings? Okay. The sell-through rate. The sell-through rate tells you how quickly it's selling, which, it's sitting around, you're losing money. So the sell-through rate is important. In reselling, between anything over 20%, depending on what it is, but anything over 20%, I will typically, it depends, but over 20% is something that I look at. So 41% is good. And you can click on it and it'll show you a little graph, 41%. And then what I also like when I'm listing, if you go down, it has your top keywords. So this tells you keywords to put in your listing to get it to come up. So that's also very useful. So there you have it. Average selling time 6 days, yes please. Only 63 sellers and $99. So that, I mean, I would have picked up St. John without looking up the comps, to be honest, unless it was like ridiculously priced. But that's how I use Completely to, I don't know if that recorded or not. Okay, well, we'll see. That's how I use Completely to look up comps. I like looking at the stats. It tells you your average price, so you're not having to go through and kind of figure it out, and it tells you your sell-through rate. And then you can go through and pick out, if you can see the exact one, you can see what that exact one sold for. So other things I picked up, if you know me, you know that I love vintage. And I don't know, can you see this? It is like this gorgeous formal gown. It's vintage. It's like a mermaid style. And it is vintage. Can you see that? Vera Wang. So, yes, please. Comps on this were actually all over the place, to be honest. I think they were between like $20 and $150. I love vintage. And I kind of picked up formal gowns that I found because it is still kind of wedding season, and then also homecoming is coming up. So I didn't mind. I thought that formal gowns would sell better. And some of the comps that I looked up were more similar to this one, were on the higher end. And I love vintage. So it's hard for me to say no to vintage. This is another formal gown that I got. It would be beautiful for like a black tie event. It would be gorgeous for a homecoming. It is Lauren by Ralph Lauren. I'll show you how I look up comps on Poshmark. It's recording. So when I'm in the store, I will go through and I will say Ralph Lauren, beaded, formal gown. That says down. Gown. This one looks very similar to it, $59. That is a boutique item. And then if I go through and I see ones that are similar, you can see that I've liked them because, and then I look at the sold. So on Poshmark, people list all over the place. So you definitely want to look at your sold as well. And so I looked at sold, and probably some of these are hearted. That one's hearted because I thought it was similar. A lot of these are hearted. And so why do I heart them? I heart them because then when I go back to list, I can come in here to my likes, and I can come down to where I have liked them. There's a, so here's a Vera Wang, 100, 15, 30, 65, see, all over the place, right? But I love vintage. So I picked it up and thought it was worth the risk. So now when I'm going to list, you can see I've hearted it. I'm in the store. I'm quickly looking things up, or when I get home, I look things up quickly to see how much they're worth. I heart them, and then when I go to list, I have all the information right here. I don't have to do that all over. Time is money. I've already done it once. Now let's not do it again. So there's the comps for that. It looks like comps are, between 45, 60 bucks. Yeah, so yes, please. I'll take that. All right. Next, so like I said, I did lots of formal gowns. Homecoming season's coming up. I love formal gowns. They typically sell at a higher price point. So this is a long asymmetrical. You see how pretty that like one shoulder asymmetrical is? And it is Adriana Papel, which her stuff is gorgeous. And I have sold it, and depending on the style, it goes between like 40 and 100 bucks. So thank you. So cute for like homecoming or a black tie event. This one is one of my lower ticket items that I got, but it was so cute. And I love Calvin. Well, I'll show you. I love Calvin Klein. Their business wear does really well for me. And I have a lot of business wear suits or career dresses in my closet. And so I thought this would be good for bundling. It's just a blazer, tweed blazer. Let me see, maybe it's wool. It is not. But yeah, so just a tweed blazer. I think comps on this were like 25 to 30 bucks. Oh. Tell me this is not. It's floor length, but like look at this ruffle here. It's strapless. It's like metallic, like hello 80s. It does not, oh. So it just has this tag on it. It's vintage, so hello, I love vintage. Yes, please. Comps on vintage dresses, that's a little bit more formal, so I would put it between like 40 and 60 bucks. If it's a good name brand, it'll be higher, but that doesn't have a name brand that I saw. I'll have to look at it some more. So this is the first time picking this brand up, and tell me it's not stunning. And it has like, these are kind of like a flapper style, right? And so it would be gorgeous. I mean, it would be like a beautiful wedding dress if you wanted like more of like a unique, you know, not the big white poofy. It is a plus size. Oh no, it's not a plus size. It's size 12. When I was looking it up, it seems like this brand does make a lot of plus size dresses. And there's the brand. It is just like stunning. It's gorgeous. These dresses, these dresses were like between $500 and $1,000 new. Comps were between like $100 and $300. So I had to do a little bit more research to see what I would buy it at, or what I would post it at. So BOLO brands, what did I tell you? St. John, you see it, you pick it up. If you see two of them, you pick up both of them, like no joke. This is a pantsuit. It has pockets. So there's the pants, and then it came with this little tank. Comps on this were like 150 to 250, I think. I'll have to look that up for sure. Great haul so far. Wait till I get to my shoes and purses. Like, I mean, St. John, like, that's pretty exciting. I will say it's hard. I want to like scream and shout and like, yay, in this store. So then the only other two things I got are, this is a 3-piece suit. Here's the skirt. She makes the cutest suits. It is, let me show you the brand. It's Tahari. I like selling her suits. She makes really cute suits. They usually sell pretty well for me, between 40 and 60 bucks, depending on how cute they are. And that one's pretty cute. Most of her suits are actually really cute. And that one's a 3-piece suit. So I think my 3-piece suit I had like this sold for like 55 maybe. And then here's another. And this one's like a faux, can you see the fabric? It's like a faux snakeskin, and it has like a ribbon waist, skirt, super cute. So there you have it. Those are all the clothes I got. Like I said, I'm considering only doing shoes and purses, so I didn't pick up very many clothes. Dresses do really well for me, and formal dresses, it is about to be, let me bring this down a bit. It is about to be homecoming season. So I picked up some dresses. Let's get into some shoes. Winter boots. I love winter boots. If you have watched me, oh, these aren't the brand. These are, let's see, Timberland. And Timberland sell well. And how do I know this? Because I have like 3 pairs of Timberland boots that I've sold from my closet. We have a Timberland outlet here. And so I see Timberland. Well, I have a couple of pairs of shoes of Timberlands. And then you kind of see them out. These are so cute. They have like a little, elastic waist. And then I don't know if you can see. Can you tell there's like a floral design. They're waterproof. They're leather. Comps on these were between 50 and 75. some heels. They're in like really good peep toe wedge heels, really good shape. Ivanka Trump. I've sold her heels before between 30 and 40 bucks. Let's do a purse. Dun da da da. And this you've seen before. One of my top sellers is Coach. Why do I love Coach? Because it's easy to tell if it's real or fake. You come in here, there is, let me see, can you see? You see these last numbers? Well, first, if it doesn't have this, like, don't even pick it up. And then you look up those last numbers. If you look up those numbers on Google or Posh or eBay or whatever, and this purse comes up, it's real. You're done. You hit a like, and then you have your listing ready to go. It's like super easy to do. And Coach sells well for me. I think this one was between like $4.50 and $75 maybe. Nice one. This one is gorgeous. It's vintage. It's called a Willis Bag. It is, you can see Coach. I don't know if you can see the number. So if you can see the number in there, let me see. It does not have an F in front of it. What does that mean? F means it's from the outlet. Just numbers at the very end mean that it is retail. Retail sells higher. This is also vintage, which I love vintage. Vintage sells well. Let me show you real quick on Completely, because I remember looking this one up. Sorry. So Coach, this is called the Willis Bag. Willis Bag. Average sold price, $66.94. Yes, please. But look at the sell-through rate, 68%. Yes, please. Average sale time, 5 days. I will be picking that up. Thank you very much. Let me turn off the... and I didn't even have to look up the comps on this. I have sold a bag similar to this, I know. But I wanted to show you stats in Completely. This is also Coach, and if you've watched me in the past, I don't always pick up their signature logo stuff. It doesn't sell at as high a price point, and I don't think it's very cute. I'm the reseller who only likes to have things that I think are cute in my closet. For the most part, like that St. John pantsuit is, I mean, it's whatever, but like for $150, I will be picking that up. And St. John will definitely bring traffic to my closet, but this is Coach. This is a signature tote. It's large. The larger typically sells better for Coach. And then one more. And I've had people ask me, since I like to do a lot of purses, the place, depending on where I go, a lot of the stores in my area have like a showcase. And so most of purses like this are going to be up at the showcase. And I just go there and look at them and whatever. I don't have to like search through things. I still do, but most of the time, the people at these stores, they know what they're doing. Very rarely will they miss something. I found a Dooney & before and like it made well and stuff, but very rarely. So I don't spend a lot of time searching through the purses. At the store that I went to, their showcase is like ridiculous. But they have all of these purses we're in. They have like 4 or 5 rows of purses. And so I've had people ask, how do I know that this was a good purse, right? It's just a green purse. Well, you can tell by the leather. So I go through and I feel all of the purses, and I felt this and I said, oh, that feels real nice, right? And then I look at it and I'm like, it's cute. It has, you start to learn higher end brand styles. And I've sold this brand before, and it typically has like this blue on the inside, or not typically, but it sometimes has that blue on the inside. And this is Cole Hand. So I will be picking that up. This one in particular, let me see, does not have it. But a lot of times, let me show you on a Coach purse, if you can see it. Let me find one that I might be able to show you. Okay, so right here, let's see if you can see. So a lot of high-end brands too. So I go through when I feel, excuse me, I go through when I feel the leather, because you can tell, you can feel. And so there are purses that are real leather that aren't high-end, but that's one way. And then I go through, and you can see, can you see on that? It says Coach right there. A lot of most high-end brands will have their logo stamped in the hardware. So if you're going through and you see logo in hardware, I always pick it up and look it up. It doesn't always mean that it sells for really high, but those are 2 tips to find high-end purses. Those are all the purses. Let's look at shoes. Y'all, like, keep watching. This is amazing. We did boots. I will always pick up a nice pair of the North Face boots for sure. They're in pretty good condition. These retail, or these were comped. Sorry, my throat's really dry. These are comped. I've sold North Face before. I don't know these exact ones, but probably between like 50 and 75. I have a hard time with this one. I don't know. Let me show you the brand. They're so cute. I love boots so much, and this brand makes such cute boots. And so I have a hard time saying no. But I have learned, can you see in there? Can you see that? Steve Madden. So cute. 2 things that I like about Steve Madden. Matcha. So it tells you the name right there. It makes listing ridiculously easy. I go on, I look up that brand. It makes looking up comps easy. So when you're in the store, look for the name on Steve Madden, and you can look up comps and see if it's worth your time. And then it makes listing easy because you can look at your comps and you can look at other people's descriptions to get ideas. Steve Madden is probably the lowest price point boots that I picked up, but I will pick them up if they're at a really good price because they do sell well. They do sell, I don't like sell well because everyone's well is different. They do sell fairly quickly, but not necessarily at a super high price point compared to some of the other stuff that I got. But the listing is super easy. And so time is money, right? If I'm spending less time on them and I get them for a reasonable price and they're going to sell fast, I will pick them up. So I got these Steve Madden wedges. And then I did get another pair. I think these ones are, I think I actually got 3 pairs. This store that I go to is like ridiculous. I'll show you. I think I put it on my Instagram. So definitely follow me on Instagram. But I had two cart full of stuff, and I put like a whole cart back because it wasn't priced right. But like the stuff that they have is amazing. So again, this is Steve Madden, and you can see the name is right there. It makes them super easy to look up. I can't show you the inside. But it's Steve Madden. It's just, black and white, little square logo. It says Steve Madden on it. Super cute, a little platform, round-toed. Like I said, they make the cutest boots. And when I say they sell well, they sell pretty quickly. And then these, let me get these. Oh my God. These are like, so what I told you that I do with purses, I also do with shoes and boots. Because I'll have a whole bunch of boots there, and you can tell if you look and you learn to tell real leather from fake leather. And so I can look through and then I say, oh, that looks real. And I touch it and I'm like, oh, that is amazing. And again, Steve Madden, like I said, there's the name so I can quickly look it up. These are so cute. They're like, oh, so cute. So comps on Steve Madden boots. It depends on the style. I think these comps are higher than some of the other boots. I think between like 30 and 50 depending on the style. I love these shoes. They're not like ridiculously high or anything, but they make really cute shoes. Look at how cute those are. Fantastic shape. You see? It's a DV, Dolce Vita, super cute. There you have it. think comps on this were only like 20 or to 30 bucks. But like I said, shoes don't take me much time to list. And I think these are a pretty, when I looked them up, I think they're a fairly recent shoe. So that also was like, oh, you know, they're a more recent style. Snow boots, dun 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 dun. Like I said, if they're in good shape, the North Face, yes please. I mean, look at that. They're like in great shape. And like I told you guys, I've told you in the past, I wear minimal shoes. If you take the insoles out of these would be great minimal shoes. I already have a pair, and I don't think they're my size. But I do always look at that because I know a lot of people, the people who do wear minimal shoes, it's hard to find ones. So I will put minimal, zero drop, barefoot, feel barefoot in my listing so that comes up. But these are like in great shape. The North Face, I'd say these probably around 75 because they're in really good shape. Oh my God. Oh my God. This is the first time I found this brand. And they're cute moto boots, right? And I felt them and I said, they feel like real leather. They were at the bottom of, so at this particular store, actually at most stores now that I think about it around me, they move all the older stuff to the bottom. And I actually like to look at the stuff on the bottom because it's the suit. And if you go on a sale day, it's what's going to be the cheapest. Usually it's on the biggest discount. And depending on what location you go, I look for a lot of different brands than people are looking in the location that I was looking at. So these were at the bottom and I was like, those feel like real leather. I want to see if you guys can see in there. You see in there? Let me shine my flashlight. I want you to see this brand because I am super stoked. I want you to be stoked. Let me see. Can I do this? Can I make this work? Let's see. No. Oh, it's on the bottom of the shoe. Let me show you the bottom of the shoe. Prada, absolutely. Thank you. I will be taking these. These were on like super sale, so they'd probably been sitting there for like 4 or 5 weeks. And then I got home and I was taking them, like period. I even looked up the comps. I was like, yes, please. I will be taking those. They're on a 6 sale. And then I get home and I look up the comps and this exact pair of boots sold for $230. They're like $900 pair of shoes. Thank you. 2 St. John's, a pair of Prada, and all of these other things. Like, yes, please. Thank you. These. So again, this, I was going through and I said, those are super cute. They look like real leather. And like I've told you in the past, let me take the tag off so I don't forget. I'm going to start listing after this. So, like I've told you in the past, the hardware, their stuff will be on the hardware. And I don't know if you guys are familiar with this brand. Can you see? Vince Camuto, and there's their little, logo. These shoes, I mean, they don't look like they've been worn ever. Like ever. Like over the knee boots that have never been worn. First of all, depending on the brand, over the knee boots tend to sell higher. But Vince Camuto over the knee brands, yes please. Vince Camuto, I don't know why it doesn't sell higher than it does. The stuff is really cute and at a fairly high price, but it doesn't always resell really well. I was looking up they had a lot of really cute Vince Camuto shoes and like some really cute boots, but they were selling at like 10 to 15 bucks. And when I'm at the retail store, I'm not spending Ben's prices, and so it wasn't worth it. But they're almost brand new, over the knee boots. I don't remember the exact comps, probably between like 30 and 50, I'd guess. But they're super cute. So, as I've said in the past, I only like to buy things that I like and things that will bring traffic to my closet. And so, while those Vince Camuto boots are not $230 Prada boots, they're super cute. I have a bundle strategy, so Definitely check out my video for my bundle strategy to increase your sales. But my bundle strategy, you know, someone's going to come look at those Vince Camuto boots because a lot of people do like Vince Camuto. They will come to my closet to look for that, and then they're looking at other things. So sometimes I will pick something that's a lower price point compared to my other items if it's going to bring traffic. And that's the same with the Steve Maddens. Steve Maddens get a lot of traffic. These. So like I was saying, at the very bottom of the racks, or at the very bottom of the shoes, are, you know, things that have been sitting there for a while. So they're on super sale. And I was like, booties are so in style right now. These are like suede. They look like they've hardly been worn. Yes, please. So I haven't sold this style before. It's Coolabura, but it's by UGG. And I saw UGG, and I have sold UGGs before, and people love UGGs. So yes, please. Booties by UGG. Thank you. Comps on these, I think, were like 50 to 60 bucks, maybe. I looked up the comps. This trip was a couple days ago. I'm a stay-at-home mom of 3. It's the summer, so this is kind of like put to the side for a little bit. So I did all of the shopping and comps a couple days ago, so I don't remember exactly, but UGG is definitely a good brand. Between around 50, I would say, probably. Sorry, I have 2 more pairs. 2 more pairs, and then you're done with me. This is, can you see in there? Tevia. Let me see. Oh, there we go. Tevia. These look brand new. Tevia booties. Tevia is hit or miss on the price point. I do see it. It's more of like an active-ish wear. They have a lot of like really like hiking sandals and stuff. And like I've said in the past, I live in like a fit state. So a lot of like camping, the North Face, Columbia. I actually I didn't buy any Columbia. I did get 2 North Face though, and a Timberland. So I'll take that. The North Face sells higher than Columbia anyways. Anyway, so Tevia is kind of an active wear, and these are booties, which is very in style right now. They are also weatherproof booties, so you can look cute while your feet are warm. You don't have to wear big clunky snow boots, and they look like they've never been worn. So I think the comps on this were like 20 to 30 bucks, but shoes are easy to list, and then all of the other reasons that I said, I picked them up. One more pair of shoes. Let me grab them. So if you've watched me before, I am the weird reseller that does not pick up every pair. Oh, I didn't clean this one up. Every pair of, you see this brand? Do you know what that is? Dansko. Apparently Danskos sell really well. I think they're ugly. I have a couple pairs in my closet. They have a couple cute styles, and I hear that they're really comfortable, and they sell well. So I will pick them up if they're cute. But like the clog ones, I don't like them. I'm sorry. But these, like, how adorable are those, right? They're Dansko. They're suede. They're boots. Yes, please. I will pick those up. I think comps on these were like 50 to 60 bucks. So there you have it. That's my haul. Make sure to subscribe, hit the notification button so you get notifications of all my newest content. Stay tuned. After this, there will be a discount code for my Analytical dashboard. Follow me on Instagram. I do sales, new hauls, all kinds of fun things on Instagram. So have a good day.